What's up guys, Sal here. So the smartphone market is dominated by names like Samsung, Apple and Xiaomi, but others such as Google have been trying to make a meaningful impact on it for years now. Google's best year in terms of sales was in 2019 when they shipped 7.2 million Pixel devices. But that number took a steep drop in 2020, with Google only have shipped under 4 million devices, 3.7 million to be exact, and this was due to multiple factors including the pandemic, delays in production, but most importantly due to underpowered devices. All considered, I'm by no means saying the Pixel 5 was a bad phone, far from it just wasn't a phone people wanted. But for 2021, Google is ramping up to a reboot for the Pixel lineup, with Pixel 6 and 6 Pro that have internals and software which can compete with the best handsets in the business. Google is backing itself to sell a record number of Pixel 6 smartphones this year. According to a new report on Nikkei Asia, Google now expects the Pixel 6 lineup to sell better than before, and it has asked its suppliers to prepare for 50% more production capacity. This is compared to 2019 when Google sold 7.2 million devices. This means Google is expecting to crack 10 million sales for the Pixel 6, 10.8 million if you are specific. This is a huge number for Google because we're talking about flagship phones here. Selling 10 million of the new flagships is a good number for any Android company. It's more than what Xiaomi can achieve with their flagships, and even compared to Samsung, the number is close to what the Galaxy S21 was able to achieve in 6 months. Nikkei Asia reports that Google told several suppliers in recent meetings that it sees potential for massive growth opportunities in the global market because it's the only US smartphone maker building handsets using the Android operating system. You see, Android market is flooded with Chinese OEMs. Apart from Samsung, almost all of the major players are from China. And the problem with these Chinese phone makers is that they don't enjoy the same level of brand value that Apple, Samsung and Google have. Either way, brand value or not, but it's fair to point out that Google, like Apple, is making massive investments in its own smartphone chipsets, and that, if successful, could be a major differentiator and attraction to consumers. With that said, here's some misinformation about the Pixel 6 which is circulating on the web that I want to debunk. This guy works for Google and he uploaded some pictures with a caption that reads this. Basically, he's talking about life using smartphones as a metaphor. He says you can take great pictures even with a mediocre phone if you have a scene like this. If you're sitting at home, even with the best unreleased Pixel phone, presumably Pixel 6, you cannot take great pictures like this. Basically, he's saying you need to move your ass to achieve great things in life. He never mentioned he took these images from Pixel 6. In fact, he clearly mentioned that it is from a common phone. So no, these are not the camera samples of the Pixel 6. Of course, do consider subscribing for all the latest tech news, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.